Welcome back to Storm of Truth, y'all. How long will all this food last? So many people's asked me how long this food will last. And before I begin and tell you what I think, I want to go ahead and jump over this right here. This is going to represent honey. I am totally out of honey. It's the first time we've been out hunting in a long time. So this is going, as best as it can, represent honey because I looked everywhere for honey. Honey can last thousands of years. The real deal honey that people's got now, not no fake honey that they're, some people selling stuff at stores. A lot of that in stores is fake honey. If you can get in with a beekeeper and stuff like that and get you the real deal honey, that's what you need to get. Plus it's healthier for you too compared to the, faker honey. So that lets you know how long something can really last on that. And that's great to know too, that it can last that long. It's just like unbelievable shelf life for honey if you got whatever you got in. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into this video now. Just like them. Sardines. Some people hate them. Some people love them. That is a really awesome prep, even though the prices went up, and that will keep a long time in that tin. I don't know how exactly long it'll keep, but I have eaten them things years and years old, and they were still good. As long as they're preserved in an area that's sort of like temperature controlled, or maybe in your basement or your cellar or something like that, them things will probably keep a lot longer than we would even imagine and still be good. It's like tuna. A lot of people eat tuna, a lot of people don't, but that is an awesome prep if you do still. And chocolate. I don't know how long chocolate really lasts, but I've seen videos and I've eaten chocolate that was years and years old that it already had like a film, like a white film on the chocolate. I'm sure a lot of y'all seen chocolate like that before. And that chocolate was still just as good as it was when it was first opened. I found some years and years old a while back and went ahead and it was in a tote. It was stored properly still, and I opened it up, and it had a white layer on it, like it was old, and I ate it, and it was just fine. It tasted good. And this, anything like this, if you're wondering how long this is going to last like this, I know this is not vacuum sealed and stored right now properly. That is the most important thing to do. This needs to be took out of that right now, or soon. Should already done it, but I'm doing so many videos and I need to have some props and everything else, y'all. So all y'all people that's getting on to me and stuff for not already having this stored properly, there is a reason I'm doing this with videos because I'm trying to explain my opinion on stuff and everything because I've been prepping food for so long, how long it'll last and what I recommend. But vacuum seal this with oxygen absorbers and that thin spaghetti right there, any kind of pasta will last years on top of years. It will make it last so much longer without have to worry about putting getting bugs out of it. Because right now, if this did get bugs in it, you could get the bugs out of it if it was weevils or whatever like that right there and still cook it and eat it for survival. But you can prevent that by go ahead and, just like I said, go ahead and vacuum seal it with oxygen absorbers. It's all about how much you want to do and stuff like that, which food is hard to prep now, but still, you can still get a lot of it and seal it up right and it will last you a long time, especially if something crashes. Just like this, 1122. Now that's hamburger meat, and y'all can see how much it shrunk. That's just part of it, part of the process when you're canning beef. But you could open it up right now and eat it right out of that can. And it'll last years on top of years, any kind of meat will if it's canned properly. Get you a can, learn how to can. If you don't know how to can, you can do it. There's some more sardines. That's a good prep too right there. If something happened in stores, you can use that. And you'll get used to that too. A lot of people says you can't, but and you eat it a couple times with stuff like making hamburger helper or whatever you're going to put it in, it starts growing on you a little more compared to milk. It's tolerable. It's a lot better than water. I'll say that. I don't like, compared to hamburger helper or something like that with water in it, I can't hardly eat it. but you can put that in substitute for milk and it's eatable. I also want to tell you this right here. Prep everything that you and your family is going to eat. Don't worry about what anybody else out there says. If they give you opinions or anything like that, use your own mind on that and worry about yourself and your family and do what's best for you and y'all, and you're going to be a lot better off, especially prepping food, because a lot of people may give you advice that's totally different than anything you really need to be doing. So I'm just giving you an example of what I'm doing and everything else, but just do what's best for you and you're going to be a lot better off for long-term storage on your food. This is something else too that's really cheap to prep, that's really highly debatable. If they did not put MSG in a lot of them, and they still do, I reckon, I'm hoping they'll take that stuff out, but they probably won't. Monosodium glutamate, that stuff right there is not good for me whatsoever or anybody. I have side effects to it. But just like that old Beanie Weenie right there, they was out of the original Beanie Weenies, and I got them, and my wife does not like that kind. I got that at a good deal at the discount store, but that's not available no more. And something else, like 4 Patriots or anybody like that that's selling, maybe I said it right, there's so many different companies selling MREs and everything like that. If you got the money and you got money to spend or to spare on, to go and invest in that, you could go ahead and get you 3 to 6 months supply on that too. Or prep your own stuff just like this and just put it up and stuff on your own. You'll save money by doing it yourself, but if you don't have the time to do it and you got the money for long-term food storage, it can be done like that too, just as simple. Just like I said, don't do what nobody said to do. Do what's best for you and your family. And that macaroni and cheese, it'll keep a pretty long time before weevils gets in it, but it would be best to go ahead and pull them out and go ahead and vacuum seal them up. I do recommend that. I'm just telling everybody right now that's going to come here and tell me that I'm ruining all my food. Give them a heads up. I've got a bunch of this stuff already vacuum sealed, but I'm using this for examples. And plus, I'm testing how long you can let food keep before it ruins or maybe bugs attacks and stuff like that. I've been doing it for years and years, so I know a lot about this food, how long it will last. I've eaten a lot of old food. Question for all the canners out there, and I know there's major preppers on this channel. What is the oldest canned food that you've ever eaten? And I'm going to tell another tip on here and everything. A lot of things, if it's sealed good, that's sealed good. That's the main thing in controlling good environment and stuff after you can it properly. When you open it up and stuff, your nose is going to be a lot to tell if this is good or not too on that right there. I know they'll tell you this and that and stuff like that, but I know we got some of the best canners in the world right now that knows exactly what I'm saying. Your nose, you can sniff stuff. It's just like everything else. And when you open it up, you're going to know usually if it's good or not. But I'm going to be waiting to see what the canner's the oldest thing they've ever eaten before out of a can that they can, or maybe their family members just can. Thank y'all so much for watching. I just want to give you a heads up how long I think this will last. It'll last in these cans, just like beans in a can. They'll last for years and years. Any kind of stuff in the cans like that is going to last you a long time. But use your nose on stuff like that if it is older, and go by that right there too. Thanks for watching and have a great day.